Hi guys, it's Katie. I am sitting here enjoying myself on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's 16th of April 2016 and we're in the middle of a project in the backyard. My husband just ran to get a load of mulch in our pickup truck and I'm taking a little breather, but I thought maybe I'd give you a look around the garden since I'd like to do these garden updates once a month, so I might as well do April now. So we'll walk this way. And look at the grapevines. They're getting really oh, I'm still zoomed in, sorry. They're getting really thick at the base, which is nice. And again, these kind of look like alien pods, but they're the leaves coming out. It's always a good sign. My husband threw some strawberries. We have so many strawberries in that strawberry bed that he put some here, and this bed has never done well with anything that we've put in it, ornamental or like food sort of plants. And I think I talked about this last year, but we dug it up to try to till it and we found like a bumper in here. So I don't know if the people who lived here before us, so a couple interesting things that we found, but I'm wondering if they had like poured motor oil or gasoline here. Lots of blossoms on these strawberries. And here we have a little project going on. It's in progress, so it doesn't look great right now. But my husband is doing this. I think it's going to look awesome. It's just going to be sort of a raised bed, and we wanted to do this from the beginning, ever since we've owned this house, and you know, it's just, we never had the inclination or the motivation to do it. But since this got all dug up to put these new footers for the new roof, after our roof got damaged, you know, it's all dug up here anyway. We'd have to really work to get this looking nice if we wanted it to be lawn here, so we figured we might as well. So we have this bed here, was already here, so we're kind of just extending it all the way around. But this bed is just covered in mint, so you can see the mint is coming up. I'm gonna need to put something, because I don't want this all to be mint. I need to put something like kryptonite there to keep the mint from spreading too much. But when the roof was a lot lower, the previous roof that was on this porch was a lot lower, and it was very shady here, and I have a feeling that this backside is still going to be pretty shady, so we were thinking like hostas or something. And then on the side that's kind of along there, it seems to be that it's going to be more sunny since the roof is higher up, so it'll get sun for a little bit longer. Anyway, this is my horseradish. If you can see how it's dipped down here, our poor sweet dog, who is no longer with us, dug this up. I've always wanted a horseradish plant, and I got one, and then our stupid dog dug it up like over and over again. But I'm happy to see that it's here. So I haven't like ever dug it up to get the root yet. I thought it was dead, so I'm not exactly sure when I'm supposed to do that. I'll have to read about that a little bit more. I have my really beautiful lilac bush is in full bloom, and you can smell it just sitting on the porch. You can smell the beautiful lilacs. And another airplane is going overhead. So this is what we're working on this weekend. I think I talked about this in my previous garden update, but it gets really wet down here, and it's really hard for my husband to mow. There's actually a tree stump here, and then he put this is his structure. I talked about this before too. That's what he has for his hops to grow up. I think it's overkill, but he thinks it's too small. His hops are doing awesome, so I'll show you those. But yeah, it's really hard to mow. You can see how he can't really mow under here with that, and we always throw our tomato cages here, and it just becomes kind of a mess. So we are putting this edging all the way. We were thinking of maybe extending all the way the length of the yard, but we can always do that later. So now this has the hops and the blueberry bush, 2 raspberry canes, one of which doesn't seem to be doing much, so I don't know if it's going to make it. We have the fig tree and then the apple tree, and then there's another fig down there. So we would like to continue down the length of this yard and put some more apple trees, some more fig trees, maybe some other kind of fruit trees or something. So this is just going to be all mulched over. We don't have very much newspaper, but this is as much newspaper as I could find to sort of knock the grass back a little bit. Oh, I missed my garden bed. Here's the garlics and the onions. Not really doing too much. No signs of scapes for the garlics or anything. And the onions, I keep cutting the top, so I don't know. I feel like 99% of the reason why I grow onions like this is because it's really nice to have green onion tops. So I buy scallions at the grocery store, and unless I'm using them like that night or the next night, they seem to go bad really fast on me, and I never have them when I need them. So having this as just like a perpetual supply of green onions is really nice. Nothing going on in this bed yet. Over here I just have some lettuce. So these are the same plants that I had before, and they've grown a little bit, but it seems like they grow a little bit and then we get a really cold, like a frost night, and the larger leaves kind of die back. The plant's still alive and it's still growing, it's just not really getting a foothold just yet. And then back here I also threw some seeds in, so they're coming up nicely. I'd like to have sort of this whole half of the bed be lettuce. That would be nice. There's my little one's garden. We come out every morning and check on things, and she waters. She has this little watering can. We got this, we actually found it washed up on the beach when we went on vacation last summer, so she uses that and waters her plants. She has 4 pansies. Couldn't think of the name. So she has the 4 pansies, which are her favorite part, and then the radishes are coming up. They're just starting to put on some true leaves, and then in the 4 corners there are collards, and then in the middle here is cauliflower. They were really stressed, and they seem to be doing okay. I just don't know if they're going to do anything before it gets too hot. Some new little kale plants that I put in here. The kales from last year are bolting, and I probably should take this bolting stem off. I might be able to get a little bit more out of it, but I just don't know if it's worth it. And then I have 2 broccoli plants. Here is the Concord grape. Seems to be doing well. And over here is the strawberries. They've really come up a lot. I think these strawberries could survive a nuclear holocaust. They are the most prolific and just sort of almost aggressive plants. That's kind of why he put them over there by that area that doesn't grow anything. Another airplane! Big tree's not doing anything yet. And my husband sort of did a preliminary weeding of his garden, but I don't think he's put anything in yet. I'll show you the asparagus. It's fronded out. This was an asparagus spear, and then it kind of opens up like that. We've got a few more asparagus spears here. These actually look like a little bit bigger. We could eat them. I don't know. He's been letting them just kind of grow and sort of bloom, help the plant get established. Oh, there's another little one there and some back there too. So I'd love to have a whole bed of asparagus, but I don't know. We'll see if it ever happens. This is like 3 or 4 years in the making, and that's all we got to show for it so far. Alright, maybe I will take you out front and show you the herbs. So everything is coming up really nicely out here. Got oregano, thyme, and sage. And then some more thyme, oregano. Here's the parsley. It seems to be, I used to have tons of this and it would self-seed a lot. And I don't know, it didn't do a good job self-seeding, or if it's because the oregano is sort of taking over. But maybe it just hasn't gotten going yet for the year. But I kind of wish I had a lot more parsley, and I've never said that. I always have way too much parsley. Got another giant thyme plant back there. These are chives and garlic chives. You can see where I've cut them a little bit. I used them. They're about to bloom. Actually, this blossom looks like it's about to explode any second. Back here is tarragon. I've got 2 rosemaries that lovely neighbors. I kind of feel like maybe I should cut them back so that they grow from the bottom, since they're kind of dead and then they're kind of growing here at the ends. So, sorry, I'm making a shadow. This is a very scary weed that I'm too scared to pull out because it looks very thorny and scary. And then here is my hen and chicks. Sorry, I'm in the shade again, or I'm making the shade. Anyway, that's everything that's going on in the garden. Hope you enjoyed this peek at my garden. I'd love to hear about yours. You can leave comments down below, or if you make garden videos, feel free to link them up so I can check them out, and everybody else can check them out as well. Alright, thanks for watching.